Hey everybody, this is Mr. Movie Buff 5000, and this is my review of the film The Perfect Host, starring David Hyde Pierce, and who's from Frasier, obviously, and Clayne Crawford, who I've seen in other stuff here and there, a lot of TV. He's from a lot of TV, and he's a kind of a character actor. I think this is his biggest role he's had in a movie, so good for him. And Clayne Crawford plays John Taylor, a bank robber who pulls off a bank heist and is trying to get away with it, obviously. And he goes to the home of Warwick Wilson, who played by David Hyde Pierce, and he pretty much uses his house to stay refuge from the police, get some money, whatever. And Warwick seems like kind of a lonely guy, very gentlemanlike, distinguished, and he's throwing together a dinner party, or so he says. And Clayne Crawford then takes him hostage, kind of, with a knife, and then you pretty much think it's gonna be a whole, Clayne Crawford's the bad guy, David Hyde Pierce is the normal guy thrown in this situation, but it totally flips it on its side, making David Hyde Pierce the psychopath and Clayne Crawford, I wouldn't say normal, but the not even the good guy in the situation, just pretty much the guy in trouble, pretty much. And so David Hyde Pierce puts something in his drink, and then of course Clayne Crawford, John Taylor, excuse me, goes a bit woozy, and David Hyde Pierce doesn't take him hostage, but keeps him captive. And throughout the film, most of the film, it's kind of like there is a dinner party going on. Warwick, David Hyde Pierce's character, is talking to nobody, and then the camera shows that there are people there, but really there isn't. It's kind of imaginary, and talking, like saying, "Oh, are you enjoying the party? You having a great time?" Blah 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 blah, and yeah, and then Clayne Crawford, this performance is pretty much like, when he's in captive, pretty much is him going, "What the fuck is going on? Who is this guy? This guy's a psychopath," right? You never really see much fear in him, only confusion, which is good, I think, because most movie cliches have the person being held captive, trying to escape every 5 seconds, being worried, and then this one's different because this person being held captive has seen this kind of stuff before. He's been through a lot of this, so he's not really scared, which I like a lot. I think most movies that have people captive are pretty much scared shitless the whole time, and it gets kind of old. So this one, I like what they did with that. Clayne Crawford is very good in this, I think. From start to beginning, he's cool, he's slick, he's charming, but you can see some evil in him, and he's definitely did a good job. And David Hyde Pierce, you can see is having a lot of fun with this performance, just switching from psychopath to distinguished gentleman to creepo to trying to act like he's a normal guy, and I thought that was very fun to see him do that. And pretty much the first half of this film is unreal. It's very good. I really enjoyed it, because I like these kind of movies where not only hostage movies or being held captive movies, but even ones where the bad guy turns into the one in trouble. And kind of a good example I could think of is Last House on the Left. Not the remake. The remake was a piece of shit, but the older one, obviously, is very good. I don't like the remake of Last House on the Left. It's pretty much the first half of that movie. I like the last half of it, but the first half is pretty much, oh, let's film these 2 young girls getting raped and killed. So, like, that's not even... Who wants to watch that? Well, anyway, no, that's not the movie I'm reviewing. I'm reviewing The Perfect Host. I apologize. But it's kind of like Last House on the Left, where the bad guys in it are the ones, like, kind of in the good guy situation, even though they're not good guys. You're cheering for the people killing them, murdering them. In this case, you don't really know who you're cheering for, because they're both bad people, but it's still interesting. And then I wouldn't say the last half, I'd say more like the last half hour kind of gets into the whole John's bank robbery and getting away with it, kind of, which I thought the twist in it the twist I didn't see coming, but the twist I wasn't really like. It wasn't one of those twists where I went like, "Oh my god, how is this possible? I never knew this could happen." It was just like, whatever. But then it kind of like he's trying to find a girl he's involved with in the robbery, his girlfriend. Because throughout the movie, there's flashbacks of him planning the robbery and why he did it, and he did it to pay for his girlfriend's surgery or something like that. I don't even remember. But yeah, I think at first I thought the flashbacks were to show the human side of John, but it turns out it becomes important later on. And yeah, and then big twist with David Hyde Pierce's character. I won't tell you because people will see this movie probably someday, and it is a good one to see. So I'm not gonna ruin it for you. And I also enjoyed this at the end. The end doesn't end with a shoot 'em up, like, oh no, John's escaping and he gets a gun. No, right? The bang, 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 whatever. It ends in a good way. I like the ending. I thought the ending was very, very, very fun, and it's not cliched. They try to avoid cliches, and they do a good job. So I did enjoy The Perfect Host. I thought it was a enjoyable movie. The first half is definitely much better than the second part, but still a good movie. You're on demand and you see it, go ahead and get it. It's a good movie. That's my review on The Perfect Host. Thank you very much. And I do recommend it. I think it's a good movie to watch. So there you go. Thank you.